What is going on, everyone? It is Saturday, lovely Saturday. Well, depending where you are. Right here, it is currently raining all day, so it's not really that nice out here. Usually it's full of snow. A thing popped up for me last week. It was actually not last week, a couple years ago today. I was building like a 10-foot snowman with the little one, and now it is raining all day. So insane how the years change each time. But anyway, how's everyone doing? It is Saturday. We are live streaming, and we're going to do a quick roll call here. I want to start out with Big D Miners with the $5 US donation drop, telling everyone to hit that like button. So please hit that like if you haven't yet. Let's see here. We got Fudweiser, Golden Wolf, Ramparsh. Oh God, here we go. Rampreet Sai, John Greenman, Dead by Shadow, Not Your Biz, Some Goblin Loser. Welcome, Golden Wolf. I said already. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, everyone's just repeating. Come on, do we have any new people? Oh, here we go. How do we say this? Kai Enigma Adventures, is that right? Kai Enigma Adventures, welcome. Then we got Ogre MOGTOW. We have John Francis Aubin and Techman TV, welcome. And Chancoin, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Jeff Mel. And I think we have anyone. If I miss somebody, please yell at me and I will announce your name. Oh, Skirm just showed up. High Speed Miner. What's going on, everyone? So today we're going to kind of talk about how's the quality. It looks a little fuzzy on my end first, but let me know if the volumes are all right. We're going to talk a little bit about what is that new Team Black Miner, which are you guys using it? I'm really curious if you guys are using Team Black Miner or not. I have not tried it yet. I tried setting it up in Hive OS on my 3060 LHR card, but it was saying I didn't have a high enough CUDA or something, so I might have to do some driver updates to test it out and whatnot. But I don't know if I really trust that miner. It almost seems like a new version of Phoenix Miner coming out, where we know, if you guys know, like last year and everything, that Phoenix Miner was reporting higher hash rates than all the other miners, but is allegedly not confirming that it wasn't actually sending the correct amount of shares for the hash rate that it was giving. So we don't know. This could be another thing up in the air, but there's a couple more red flags with this miner that I kind of want to look at. We got a couple posts here looking at it, but I have not fully tested it myself. So take everything with, a little bit. Everything is allegedly. I don't know. Always do your own research, your own tests, your own everything. So for myself, I don't really think I actually would use that miner myself. Anyway, I like Tuckman TV. 36 watchers, 23 likes that we're sitting at. 36, 28, 38 now. Smash that like button, everybody. Also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And do we have anyone from Canada here today, actually? Do we have a bunch of Canadian friends out there? I know Fudweiser's from Canada, but do we have any other buddy? Oh, Chancoin's here, because we kind of got to go over everything. Last week, we had our 10,000 subscriber giveaway, and all the prizes should have went out by now, or if you haven't got it yet, then it's in the mail or whatnot. But all the crypto should have been sent out. But we led to one draw that was Canadian specific that we could not get the prize to. So the address and everything, the person was legit, they won, but due to circumstances, I don't want to say what happened or anything in the background. But Red Panda Mining's giveaway has to be redrawn. So that is a 4 gigabyte GPU to someone in Canada. So I'm debating if I should do that in the live stream today with all you guys out here, depending. We have some people in Canada here. How many do we got? Or if I should do that in a video or something coming up. I'm not really prepared to do a giveaway right now. But hey, spur of the moment stream stuff, we could definitely probably do that today. Let me know what you guys think. Do we have people in Canada? I definitely know Fudweiser is. All right, so let's get into this Team Black Miner thing. I just want to go through your comments here. Did anybody mention anything about it? I see a lot of you guys are talking about the old SHIB. Speaking of SHIB, I was asked in a few comments to mine SHIB on the Antminer L3 Plus, but going over the minimum free payout for the Antminer, I'm gonna actually, you know what? We'll just look at that right now, and I'm not gonna do that video, and I'm not gonna test it, because I will show you here. Where is my screen so I can change it to the big boy? Full screen, there we go. So I'm gonna go into pro hashing right quick here. Just show you why I am not doing this test. prohashing.com. Boom. Oh, it's so bright. Load up. Now we're gonna go to payouts here. Now you can get paid out in SHIB INU, and someone want to know, can I use this app miner to mine SHIB and get paid out in the SHIB coins? You can, yes, totally. But let's go down here. I'm gonna tell you why. Where are you? SHIB. Okay, now I can't find you. Do you guys see it? Am I blind? Uniswap. Where? Okay, it's hiding on me now. Where are you, SHIB? Oh man, why do you gotta do this to me now? I totally had it like caught it when I first looked at this to check it out, and now I cannot find it. Should be in alphabetical order. Okay, maybe they got rid of it. Oh, here it is. I found it. So address required. Use custom payout. So here to get the minimum free payment, you need. They change it? No, it's right here. So payout threshold. You need to mine. What is this? 41.7 million SHIB to get a free payout, which is 1,250 USD. That's going to take me forever, $5 to $6 per day. That's going to take over a year, 2 years. That's going to take a long time to mine the amount of SHIB just needed for my free payment. Now, if I'd even dropped this just one coin, like let's go to 8, you now have to pay a transaction fee, which is 505,000 SHIB, which is $15, which is like 3 days of mining on this thing just to, get a little cheaper of a payout. So I'm not going to be doing that test. I'm not going to be putting this Antminer L3 Plus and getting paid out in SHIB because, yeah, that's insane. So, yeah, it's not going to be a thing for me. I just wanted to point that out because I was being asked if I could actually do that because people want to do that. So if you have a huge farm or you really expect massive future gains on that thing, then you can do it. It is very possible, but I am not doing it because just the transfer fees and everything, it's going to be insane. What's going on in chat? What are you guys doing in chat here? Make a video and say it is for Canada only. No Litecoin. Put all your machines on SHIB. Yeah, well, I did that. A while ago. I have I don't know what I got, 12 or 13 mil SHIB staked away. It's making about 5,500 per week at crypto.com right now. So that's just holding there. That's gonna be obviously a very long-term game. Hopefully that thing passes Dogecoin, goes up to like $5 as well, and then we'd all be loaded. But will that happen? Probably not. But hey, it's crypto. We never know what's gonna happen. But let's talk about this Team Black Miner and see what is going on with this thing. Where is it? So here I have a Reddit post. I just gotta check my screen so you guys can see all this. So here is this Reddit post. We're gonna scroll down here. So first off, the person that actually posted this, I don't really know how legit he is. Here we can see his name. It is in Reddit. It is some SP with a whole bunch of underscores. So I don't know. It says his thing is 6 months old. So he is pretty much promoting this. So I don't know if this is just some spam account that's doing a self-promotion or what. But that's red flag number one. This guy is really trying to pump this miner a lot. He's going through a lot of things here. Now we're going to go, like, people are talking, yeah, it works good on mine, blah, blah. This guy's giving out stuff. Did you try version 1 with a certain amount of extensity? So this guy has, like, a deep depth of this miner. So obviously he's been using it. He has some part of it. He knows a lot of stuff about this miner. But here is the part that's really catchy. Now, going back to the Phoenix miner thing, it did report higher hash rates. It also used more power, but it wasn't supposedly, allegedly, dishing out the shares that it was supposed to dish out when it came to the actual thing. So like T-Rex miner and stuff, it was given a nice accurate reported as well as poolside. And depending, you always have a little bit of stale shares back and forth, but you always want to keep that low. That could result to your internet connection or other things. But the shares were on par to what the hash rate was, where Phoenix miner allegedly was not keeping up with the shares, making T-Rex still more profitable share-wise because it was sending more valid shares to the pool. Anyway, so this guy is saying, because people are noticing, Techman, I even said in, not that Techman, a different Techno, I think it was, Techno Freak or someone in Discord, said he put this on, and he was noticing more stale shares. So it's like, okay, that's interesting, more stale shares. The hash rate is up a little bit, allegedly reported. But then this guy comes out of nowhere, left field, and I've never heard of this before. But here's what he says. The Ethereum blockchain is paying for stale work. Uncle blocks. So when a pool rejects or ignores them, they either steal your money or divide the mined money wrong. You need to mine on a pool that pay the full reward for stale shares. And here's his post on Bitcoin Talk. So Bitcoin Talk is a pretty valid. You know, a lot of people, is a pretty popular blog really. But after reading this and seeing this, I don't know if I'd read anything on Bitcoin Talk anymore. But here it says Mining Pool Hub, Crazy Pool, and EtherMine, and many others pay the full reward for a stale share. So if Team Black Miner is configured to produce some stale shares, high intensity or auto tune, you get paid for all the extra mega hash it produces. Flexpool expects under 1% stale shares, so if you feed them 5% stale, you get 4% less stern. Other pools pay a reduced reward for the style. FX, EaselMe has 70% reward for stale shares. Team Black Miner has the lowest fee, 0.5%, and created by trusted open source devs with a long track record. Move your rigs over to us and we will give you more profit. So right away, as soon as someone is saying they're going to give you more profit, that's a red flag right there. I would highly stay clear of that. If someone's saying, like right now, if they're pretty much saying, hey, you're going to make more here, we're going to give you more profits, they're mostly probably saying that number one is the dev fee. The dev fee is only 0.5% over 1%, but I don't know. Everything's, and what if you're letting here they're going on saying how they're created by a bunch of people, you know, they've been in the space for a while. So why haven't they made other miners? How come this is the first time we're hearing about this miner, kind of about this team, and they're saying how they're so much more profitable now? And they're also saying they increase your stale shares, but your stale shares is going to increase your money. Well, we know stale shares is you being late to the pool. Someone else found the same share before you. So does that mean you're going to get paid for being late? No, you're not. I don't know what they're trying to say here, but somehow they're trying to, this guy is justifying higher stale share count for you getting paid more somehow. I don't really know what's going on in the background. Seems that things are seeming pretty kind of sketchy here right now. Also, why would you rip off another miner's name on top of that? Team Black Miner. Well, we have Team Red Miner, and right now we have T-Rex, so already Team Black Miner. Why wouldn't you just make a completely other miner? Like we have NB Miner, we have G Miner, we have all the other miners are totally distinctive of their name. Then all of a sudden we have Team Black Miner, which is technically kind of like a ripoff of Team Red Miner. And there's infrastructure and how it's kind of made is almost like a fork of Phoenix Miner, which is doing what Phoenix Miner did for half the dev fee. So I don't know. I just reading this, and you know, I don't want to put this, download it and put it in my Windows machine, because you don't even know if there's some type of other stuff going on in the background. Right now, I do feel Team Black Miner is pretty sketchy, and I wouldn't recommend using it. Again, do more research for yourself. Take a look at it and see what you guys actually think. But I don't know. This does not seem right to me. So I just wanted to point that out there and be really careful. It seems really messed up. A lot of funky stuff going on in the background with Team Black Miner anyway. Hold on one sec. What is it? So, yeah, I'll be up there in a bit. Are you running on CPU miner 1.23 already? No, I have not updated any of my Raptorium miners yet. I am still just rolling with 1.2.2. I'm going to wait till HiveOS actually does its complete ordeal on updating all that, because last time, you know, they say you don't have to do the tune config. I see a couple of you guys were in chat were saying you're actually having reduced hash rate, so possibly a retune may be needed for that. So no, I have not updated it yet. I might try it on my workstation after the live stream and see what's going on with that, but for the most part, I'm still just rolling with 1.2.2. Black Miner, if you haven't heard of it, don't touch it. Yeah, it's pretty new. That's another thing too. A lot of people love Phoenix Miner because their reported hash rate was saying higher, like I said, but the shares weren't really matching up to it, allegedly. Also, now they're claiming only at 0.5% dev fee. So Team Black Miner giving out a 0.5% dev fee. They're trying to cater in for an increased hash rate as well, is what they're claiming it does. Reported wise, this is all software related stuff. Be careful. But they may, because Ethereum is going soon, they may be trying to, you know, just suck in as many miners as possible. Why would you put all this work into a miner when Ethereum is, you know, on the verge of moving to proof of stake? So they're probably just trying to suck in all these miners, getting that 0.5% dev fee, cashing in on a whole bunch of miners' dev fees to make their own quick bank, and then, you know, say, ha, see you later. You guys weren't mining more or something, you know, something crazy in the background. So be really careful of new miners. It's almost like altcoins. When Bitcoin, everything's going through, altcoins come out like crazy. Now it looks like we have a miner coming out like crazy out of nowhere. It doesn't really seem like a good time frame to be releasing a miner for Ethereum. If anything, you think they'd work hard on a, you know, a nice kapow miner for Ravencoin or something really good on Ergo. But this miner, it says it supports Ethereum, but it doesn't have Ergo inside of it. So that's really fishy too. I imagine it would work on Ergo, but again, I do not really know. Not your biz, really? We'll check it out later. What not your biz say? Not your biz, what'd you say? Oh, I ran it and I think it needs to be retuned the config. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Not your biz did mention that it does claim that it does not need a retune, but he is noticing lower hash rates upgrading to it. So possibly a retune may be needed. So keep an eye on that. You know, always save your old config file. If you did see my last video, I can't remember which one it is. I think it was this hash rate update comparison thing. If you're on Windows, you can save your config file, name it as something else. That way, when you do try different settings, you don't have to retune again, unless obviously a major miner update does come. And I have a whole bunch of pop-ups of miners going offline because we are live streaming. What pool are you using for RTM? I'm using our pool, our personal little friendly mining. Oh, sorry. Let me go to full screen here. This is the pool I use for Raptorium. 011 data RTM pool. This is our little community pool that a lot of us are mining on. And you can see right here, do we have any pending blocks ready to roll in? We have 2 pending blocks waiting to mature. But yeah, this is what I use. I don't believe Dark Theme is here yet. Not yet. That's still being updated. The provider that is hosting this pool, that's my mod. He's running this pool for us, and he just moved his Coin pool over to a new provider. So everything does sound like it's going smooth. So this pool will be moving over to a new provider as well, and hopefully it should decrease your latency and, you know, everything else that involves with having a better connection, everything to the pool. So there are updates coming. He is working hard on this pool. Remember, he does do it all in his free time as like a personal hobby and everything. So keep that in mind when referring to this pool. But it is a great pool. That's what I mine on. A lot of people in the chat right now are mining on it, and everyone in the Discord. So the support for that pool is also in the Discord. So I encourage you to join the Discord. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button as well. So what's going on in the chat? I appreciate the upgrade for real. I like mining with you guys. Nice. I tried to do a geek cache. A lot of work. Oh yeah, Golden Wolf wanted me to point out Gamers Nexus, if you guys are unaware of his latest video, he had some 500mm fans or something here. Look at this. Boom. Look at those fans. Like, does that go on the side of your case or something? That's insane. You're definitely gonna need like some extra ventilation going out the other side of your PC case, because that's insane. Look at that thing. That's like the whole side of your PC case. Here's his PC case blowing right in there. So wow, that is definitely going to move a lot of air. That's probably something you need for them 3090s, 3080, you know, that GDDR6X memory. That should hopefully move some airflow around there for sure. But you got to make sure you have I haven't seen this video. He probably mentioned it because, you know, he goes through everything. But you're going to need a lot of venting in the background, I'm assuming, because the airflow that's coming in, if you don't have enough actually escaping, then it's going to get back pressure and back blowback on it. Kind of, you know, which would cause long-term issues with the motor. It would cause other issues, you know, with the fan wanting to not ramp up to the speed it's supposed to be turning at. But again, you know, it's not fully sealed around the sides, I'm assuming, so you'll probably blow pressure back there. But yeah, you want to make sure you have extra vents on the other side of your PC. You may have to cut some holes or something. I don't know how he actually did this. I gotta check out this video and check it out though. But yeah, that is a massive fan that will definitely help move air inside your PC. Look at that thing. Monster. That is a monster. Oh my gosh, that's insane. Anonymous Miner, what's going on? Welcome. Dave Collins, what's going on? Pudriser, you got into this week kind of nervous-wracking. What? Nerve-wracking? What's nerve-wracking? It was a good watch. It's a one-off. It's one of those, and turns at, oh, it turns at 200 RPM. Oh, okay, so it doesn't move too fast, but having the blades that big, you know, it'll still move a lot of air. I can't mine RTM at present, being in the UK, as the ping to local pools is through the roof. Well, Crypto Noob, I'm pretty, I believe Flock Pool, they have a European pool or something, I think. So, and it's really easy to set up. It's defaulted right through their miner. So all you have to really do is put in your own address and should be ready to roll on that. Gamer fan for the car. Yeah, throw that in. You can put that on. Yeah, you could literally put that RGB fan or something on your car radiator. That would be insane. Flock does have EU. Yeah, block does have a European version. Now, what other stuff we're going to go through? Let's check out EtherScan here, because check out some block rewards. I got to adjust my screen here because I always forget. I'm getting a little better at it, but as you guys know, I always forget stuff. So our rewards are for Ethereum currently, we're sitting at the 2s. Oh, we got a 2.4 there. 2 days ago, what did we hit? The blocks just went insane. There were miner tips through the roof. Now the gas, well, actually the gas did get high, but there was Ethereum block fees of like 167. I saw some that actually hit over 200. Can you imagine that? 200 Ethereum block. Imagine hitting that. What's that worth? 200 times like 5,000. No, if you're in Canada, we're sitting at around 5,000. But wow, that's a massive block. Solo mining, smashing that thing out would be insane. Here we are with the Ethereum hash rate. I'm going to kind of zoom in because you can see this a little better. Here we are. What is our Ethereum hash rate? 775 terahash. That is insane. They are climbing and climbing and climbing. We're going to be at 800 terahash pretty soon. Now, how much of the network of this do you think is really ASICs? There's so many different numbers out there. Some people think 40%. I think for a rough number, I go with 50%. I believe Seb Fintech, he estimated like 66% in that one video, F.2.0 video he did. I don't think it's that high. I think it's below fit. I think it's about 45% or so, but a nice even number would be 50% to get it. Because remember, a lot of the ASIC miners are for a lot of the farms, but HUD 8 in them, their ASICs and everything are all on Bitcoin. Look at that. They're all GPUs. Remember, they went for those $1 million orders of those mining specific cards. They ordered all sorts of other mining specific cards. They are legit they have their farm is GPUs, so those aren't ASIC when it comes to Ethereum. So keep that in mind. A lot of the mining farms are GPUs as well. So I really think it is only 45 to 50% tops of the Ethereum hash rate is really ASIC. But again, what do you guys think? You think 50 to 60? I think anything over 50 might be a little bit high. I really do think majority is GPUs, which is going to be a massive effect when it does come in. And you are noticing this hash rate gets faster and faster. Every time you do see like drops and stuff, you do notice a nice little spike in gains. So there's a lot of miners waiting in line at Best Buy, but that supply chain is going to fall. There was a massive China. I know you guys all heard of the global shortage, all this. A whole bunch of sea cans fell off the coast in Vancouver, floating in the ocean right now. Were there GPUs in those sea cans? We don't know, but something was. There's 40 of them floating around the ocean. So prices are going to go insane. China actually heard that they're limiting their power usage. So they're shutting down plants or only running like plants at like 50%. So that's going to further increase a lot more shortages. So power supplies, GPUs, everything is going to start getting even more expensive and harder to find into the next few months. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on out there. I don't know. We have yet to see all the A11s actually go on sale. I think there's a lot more ASICs than we were aware of. Yeah, very true. But what is going on with all those ASICs? I really don't know. I imagine most of those ASICs were originally pre-bought to the Chinese farms, but now they're no longer able to mine there. I don't know if they're redistributing them. I don't know if Bitmain is still mining on them because, Ethereum is now in whatever, so they're extending their time frame on getting more ROI out of those for themselves. There's so many factors. We really don't know what the true hash rate anywhere really is. They crushed them. A lot of different stuff is going on. It's crazy. Prices are going through the roof. I really don't know what's going on with this GPU shortage, honestly. What was it? Last time I was at the Best Buy drop, which was the end of October in Canada, the Best Buy guy and stuff said start expecting less stock because those batches were from, I believe, June and July batches were in the last drop there. So the future drops, as we know, September and stuff, they were expected to have less units available because they cut down production and stuff. And then now we have all the supply shortages and the chips aren't being made as quickly anymore. So it's going to go down even more. So the future drops is going to be very, very rare till the end of the year, early 2022. Plus we did that video on NVIDIA actually skimping out and stopping production to keep the street value, the normal, is pretty insane on their part as well, because they want to wait They want to keep all these prices up, so when they actually come in to release the next future of their GPUs, they want that price to be inflated as high as possible, on top of possible middle of. It's kind of funny how they have their time frame too. They're expecting middle of 2022, which is the same time frame as when Ethereum is supposed to move to proof of stake. So they're trying to off balance all their GPUs and stuff based on possible a lot of people starting to sell their rigs, because GPU mining could become very unprofitable at the time. Again, we don't know how any of this is going to play out, but it is going to be pretty insane when it all does. I heard they delayed ETH2 launch as well. The ETH2 launch doesn't matter. They can delay that for years. All that matters for us as GPU miners is the merge transition. That's happening way before Ethereum 2 actually goes into play. The merge is when they move from proof of work to proof of stake, and that's happening before Ethereum 2, before sharding, before everything on the whole Ethereum 2 network even happens. So they plan on actually doing the node, what do they call it? The node validation thing, so to keep the network chains alive through proof of stake way before Ethereum 2.0 actually does come into place with sharding and everything. Major Powell, hey, what's going on? Welcome. I've got a good strategy in place for GPU hunting. Been working so far. Well, that's good. What is your strategy? Because I don't have a strategy, because Canada doesn't get anything. There's no strategy in Canada. It's horrible. I'm sick of buying them for my clients and can't keep up. Oh, I bet. How do you miners? Rabid Mining, I don't know. We have yet. Okay, yeah, we went through that one already. Any other questions? Anybody have any questions for me? What are we at here? 69 viewers, 37 likes. Come on, guys. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Be sure to join the Discord as well. And do we have any more people from Canada? I'm just debating if we should do this giveaway. You know what? Let's do it. Anybody from Canada, we're going to do the Red Pandas giveaway here. Which video didn't do that well? So it looks like a lot of people did not really care about a profit boost with the L3 Plus recently. So we're going to get you guys to comment on this video right here. Now, if you're from Canada, please comment on this video right now. Comment on this video. Say if you're from Canada. And it has to be Canada, because I'm going to be using that for, what's it called? You know, for the comment picker. So if you just put CDN or something else, it is not going to work. So go there, make a comment, positive comment of whatever, and make sure you do say Canada. I am going to do a quick draw for anyone in Canada, because if you are just arriving to this live stream, that last week we did do our 10,000 subscriber giveaway, but the winner, he was legit and everything, wasn't a bot, wasn't a scam, nothing, but just couldn't get their address for, you know, background reasons. So I'm not going to give any reason stuff on it, but we do have to redraw for Red Panda Mining's 4GB GPU. So he's going to be giving out a RX 580 4GB GPU, which is okay for Raven. It's good for Ergo. It's about 60 mega hash on Ergo, and what, 15 16 mega hash on Raven, I believe. So still, it's a very doable GPU when it comes to mining in today's market still. So we're gonna do that. I gotta get my random comment picker all set up here. So YouTube comment picker, let's get this rolling. Random comment picker. All right, that will be our old giveaway. Gonna put this video in. Get YouTube comments. That's obviously not gonna be the right one. Filter comments by text, and here we are. You guys probably, oh, you can see all this. We are doing this by Canada. Get YouTube comments. So far we only have 3. We're going to give you guys a few minutes here, 5-10 minutes, to get your comments in. If you are from Canada watching this live stream, post on the video I did post here. I'll put it in a couple more times here. Boom. Positive comment. Say you're from Canada. If you're already commented on that video, edit it and say Canada or something in it as well, and we will do this draw in a few minutes. Just keep getting that updated. Oh, I should probably go into that as well and make sure there's no spam. So I'm going to go into the comments here. Make sure there's no spam emails going on. Whoa, good job. Nothing in spam yet. Nothing in spam. Nothing in spam. All right, looking good, looking good. All right, we're going to go back to here. We're going to talk for a couple minutes. Then I will draw for that. Once I do draw, please email me. If you're picked as the winner, email me with your name, picture of you logged into your YouTube account, as well as your address, and I will get that out to Red Panda Mining as soon as I can. Yes, that is a draw for RX 580 4GB GPU, which was supposed to be from last week, but we couldn't do. Or we did do, but technical difficulties made it so we could not get that prize out to one lucky winner. All right, so you guys have anything to talk about? Any questions? Anything going on there? Also, you know, smash that, you know, super chat and all that good stuff. Please consider becoming a member of the channel. I am thinking about doing some live streams to members only, probably maybe Wednesdays. Sometime during the middle of the week, I'm going to be throwing live streams for members only. So be sure to be a member so you can join that. I don't know what we're going to have topics or anything on. Maybe we'll just chat back and forth, talk about the channel, talk about things you'd like to see, get input and all that other good stuff. So, but I am planning on doing member only live streams during the middle of the week here. So we'll see how that plays out and then, you know, change things up from there. But yes, hit that special join function in the bottom right corner somewhere beside the live stream or something. It should be there somewhere. And there are different tiers to pick as well. And it also gives you all the fancy icons and all that good stuff that you can use during live streams. You can also use it during premiere videos, which I may start doing as well. Premiere video, if you're unaware, premiere video is pretty much when I first drop a video, it will come out. What do I got going on here? When I first drop a video, it'll be a premiere so we can all watch it, kind of like a live stream chat together, and those tokens and everything will work as well. So when I do release a video and I mark it as a premiere, then we'll all be watching it at the same time, and it's kind of like an interactive video ordeal. So I may start doing premiere videos as well. So keep all that stuff in mind. I delayed Micro Center for you at Rabid. Hit the like, peeps. D-Miners, delayed Micro Center. What's going on? You're going to get something, weren't you? What was it? CPU? It was CPUs. Does it have to be a full 16-time slot? Robert Conwell, what are you asking? What are you talking about? What's the consensus on Team Black Miner? Is this thing legit? Shall we run a test on the live stream together? Major Powell, I wouldn't recommend using it. It's way too new. That's kind of like a Team Red Miner ripoff name with the functionality of how Phoenix Miner used to do. So quick sum up, because we did go through a little bit of it earlier, and the stream and a post actually I did read in Reddit here. I will make a dedicated video on all this information that I currently have. And it's all allegedly. I don't know if it's true, but I could not get it to work on my 3060 because it said I didn't have NVIDIA CUDA 11.4. So I probably do have to update my drivers in order to do that. But I plan on possibly testing on a 3060 Ti or a 3070 sometime during the week here, and then, you know, make that dedicated video on that thing to see how it actually does perform. Again, it's going to be very hard to test because shares are always so random. But for the most part, it is too new, too late for an Ethereum dedicated miner. I would recommend not to use it. Things just seem really fishy to me. So that's just a quick run. Fundamental, no one won yet. Nobody has won yet. We are still giving it a couple minutes. I'm gonna do a quick YouTube comment. Let's get some more comments here. Boom, we got 6. We got 6 comments. Come on, 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. So there's still no winner. Did not dry yet. We're gonna give it, what is it? It's 11:38 right now. So we'll go to 11:45 my time. So that's like what? 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I will do that draw, guys. For now, let's just take a look at questions, chat. Let's just hang out. Let me know what you guys think. 73 watching, 49 thumbs up. Smash that thumbs up for our hard-working CPU mining master. I'm not always a CPU. I do GPUs and everything too. It's just hard to find GPUs here, and CPUs are cheap right now. You know, they are a lot harder to find. I will say that. CPUs are coming off the shelves, it seems, and it is harder to find CPUs than it was when we first started, you know, mining Raptorium stuff. I could find deals left, right, and center. Now, Kijiji's blank, at least where I am. There's nothing on there. There's always at least 2 or 3 3900Xs or 3950Xs, but now there's nothing. It's insane. You can buy a 3080 Ti. I would not really recommend a 30 Ti. Actually, I'm going to make another video on this, but what are your guys' opinions? Are you guys mining with 3090s? Yes, they are non-LHR. There may be more availability to them, but on my personal standpoint, and because I'm so limited due to funds and everything, you know, obviously if you have the funds and stuff, go for it. Why not? But price perspective, is a 3090 worth mining on? I really do not think so. Think about it. What do they do? 120 to 130 megahash, say 125 or 126 or something megahash. But a 3080, I'm talking Canadian prices because I don't know the USD price. A 3080 is 100 mega hash, right? So you're getting 100 mega hash at a Best Buy drop. Remember, this is all like optimal prices here. MSRP of $1,049 Canadian. 100 mega hash. Now you got a 3090 coming in MSRP at $2,600. You were paying $1,600 for 30 mega hash, 25 mega hash. So people were complaining that the new 6600 pulling in 28 mega hash for $500 is expensive. That's $500 for 28 mega hash. Now you're paying $1,600 for 25 mega hash. Is it justifiable? Think about it in two different terms here. And the 6600 XT does it at a lot less power for that same thing. So there's different ways you can look at your cars, whether it's efficiency, whether it's price to mega hash and everything. But to me, in my eyes, a 3090 paying an extra $1,600 for 25 mega hash, I'd rather go off and buy 3 or 4 6600s for a quarter of the power and getting the same hash rate of extra that you would be getting over a 1080 or a 3080. So that's just my opinion on the 3090 thing. I'm gonna go get a whole bunch of actual numbers and put everything into a nice video, but I really don't think it is worth mining on those monsters. But again, depends where you live, depending on your power price, depending on how deep your pockets are. Everyone's in a totally different boat. On my pockets, I would definitely not pay that. That's just me, you know. That is just me. Wait for the 4090 in 6 months. Yeah, it'll be a paper launch probably. I still, yeah, they're trying to make 15 GPUs right now on top of adding 2060s now. And then they want to add all these supers now. And then they're trying to make a whole product line of the 4000 series. I don't know what's going on with NVIDIA, but I really do hope AMD steps up their game and does something. And I hope Intel is actually competitive as well. If we can actually get those two groups being competitive against NVIDIA, NVIDIA's got to change their game. Like, they just have no choice or they're just going to go downhill. 3080 maximum unless you got free power, for sure. Now, my highly recommended GPU cards are the 3060 Ti and the 3070. The 3070, I think, is probably the best middle ground GPU. It's like the most efficient across the majority of all the coins. So I think the 3070 is probably the best 3000 series card to get. Again, remember, it's all MSRP. That's standing in line at Best Buy. So if you're in there and you're like, what card do you want? Well, obviously right now we're going to pick a 3080 because that's the most mega hash for the power at a small decrease in efficiency. But, you know, best card to get, I think, right now is the 3070 if you can get your hands on it. Okay, we have 2 minutes to this draw, guys. 2 more minutes. What am I sitting at? I don't even know what my hash rate is. Let me see what... I got my 3080 off, so it's not even gonna look that great. So I'm gonna get one more YouTube comment here. We are at, okay, so we got 7. We're 2 minutes early, but we're gonna do it. You guys ready for this? My Canadian friends, we are doing a draw. Bam, get to the draw stage. All right, let's scroll down. Here we go, here we go. Drum roll. Oh, wait, what do we have to do? Stink Boy, are you from Canada? Where are you from? Are you from Canada, Stink Boy? You guys are from Canada. All right, we're going to give you guys one more minute here. Canadian guys, post on this video if you are from Canada only. This is only for a Canada draw. I'm sorry, it was just a straggler from last week's giveaway that we did do. We couldn't get our card out to someone, so this is for Red Panda Mining. RX 480, 4GB card, Canadian only. So, quick last second here. Are we getting more comments in here? Oh, you're from Ohio. Sean McGrath, are you in the draw? Are you in the draw, Sean? I'll give you one last second here. We got a draw for this. Post on that. Quick post. Say you're from Canada. Okay, we got one quick post. All right, so we have 8 people there. We're doing this. If I win, I will pay for shipping. No, you can't do that. It's only Canada. I'm sorry. All right, here we go. One more click of the button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're drawing. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Xavier Arrow. Where are you from? Xavier Arrow, here you are. Congratulations for winning this. Email me ASAP with a picture of you logged in and give me your address as well so that I can get this information out. Congratulations, Xavier. Are you in here? Are you in here? Oh, Panda, what's going on? No, you didn't win. I'm sorry. You didn't win it. That would have been the cheapest shipping ever for you if you would have won that. Well, we got to make sure. Is he in the live chat here? Or did he just take off? Xavier. Oh, there you are. There you are, Xavier. We see you. Congratulations, Xavier. Again, screenshot of you being logged in to your YouTube account as well as your address ASAP so I can get that to Red Panda Mining. Congratulations. All right, so I'm just gonna. Oh, do I still have my sheet? Okay, I gotta copy this name down. I just gotta make sure. I was not prepared for this at all. Totally last minute. So I'm gonna make a new notepad here. Right, really ASAP fast. Notepad, Xavier. Arrow. Winner. 4 GB. Okay, I'm just gonna save that right quick. Text. Winner. Save. Boom. All right. You are saved up, ready to roll. All done. Complete. Thanks. Whoa, that's amazing. Congratulations. Thank you for being. Thank you for watching and checking out the channel every once in a while. That's much appreciated as well. Obviously. Oh, my screen is all messed up. Hold on. Now I got to get back to what's going on. There we go. Now we're back to the screen. Red Panda Mining, have you tried Team Black Miner yet? What's your opinion on this gong show of a thing? If you're still here, are you gone? You do have your stream coming up in about 14 minutes. Is Panda still here? Is he gone? For those of you that oh, Canada route, do you stream every Saturday? Yes, I stream every Saturday and Sunday. And I just announced, I don't know if it's going to do it on Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. I don't know. Sometime during the week, I will also start doing a live stream for members only. So if you want to catch that stream, be sure to become a member of the channel. That's just by clicking that fancy little join button there at the bottom right corner of any video, as well as this live stream. It should be there as well. So we will be starting to do member only streams as well. But Saturday and Sunday streams is open for everyone. Panda taking a break before his show. Yeah, taking a break. He has his big show. His millions of followers from around the world. Rig picks we usually do on Sundays as long as we have more than 2 or 3. We don't really get too many rig picks in our actual Discord. So sometimes it's every second week, every second Sunday or something that we do rig picks. But we do them every once in a while once they slowly start to build up. So be sure to join the Discord. Link is in the description on any video, including this live stream. So join that up, post your rig picks so that we can actually, get more rig picks to showcase to everybody. I got a new wall miner. You got a wall miner? What? You have a picture of that unit? Post it. Rabid Mining, I like that you're not a major miner, but still manage to do giveaways to your community. Thank you very much. I try to do what I can when I can. So it's much appreciated, especially to, like Aeon and Red Panda Mining and a whole bunch of, actually it's aeonpool.tech who did the Aeon giveaway. It wasn't Aeon themselves. So Yashnik with aeonpool.tech, Chump Change, all the other people that I reached out to try to get a nice giveaway together for you guys. I much appreciated to all of them for actually, helping out with it. So you can thank them just as much as you can thank me. Do we have any questions, guys? Canada, very interesting video. Been watching your vids for a while. Well, thank you very much, Airborne 63. So what else can we check out here? Oh, did you guys hear about the Bitcoin crash the other day? That's another video I was going to do, but I never got around to it yet. But it's going to become old news by now. But what was it, 2 days ago? Did you guys hear about the Bitcoin crash on Binance? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I don't know what our delay is. Gotta wait for it for a couple seconds here. But yeah, Bitcoin crashed down to 8,000 USD for a minute in Binance. That's insane. Did you guys buy any at that price? Was it even allowed? Like, I don't know if people actually managed to buy it at that price, but I did hear that it did trigger a pretty big sell-off. People did see that candle down to 8K and they were selling ASAP, like boom. So I don't know if people bought in at that price as well. Could you imagine buying in at a 8K glitch? That would be pretty insane. I don't know if it actually happened, but oh, that would have been nice. That would have been a nice, update. You imagine that, like 8,000 back to like 64,000 in 2 minutes. That'd be the fastest thing ever. Whale games, yeah, for sure. That was like 100% short. Did Elon Musk come in there and drop down like 100 billion in Bitcoin and then, you know, short it out and buy it back in, and within the same second, little arbitrage going on somewhere. Yeah, that's insane. That was a massive thing. But do you guys hear? Did people actually buy in at that price? Did people buy? Because all I read about was it triggered off sell-off, but I did not actually read anything about anybody managing to buy it at that price. So I don't really know what went on there. I have to do more research on that, but that's pretty insane. That is one bug you don't want to have, which leads me to another thing. Binance, they've been having their issues, it seems, the last year or so. They've been having a lot of bugs. Some of them, you know, just like that, as well as other things. And did they get hacked once too? I don't know. Binance really does have cheap fees when it comes to mining, but when you transfer out of Binance, it can get fairly expensive. So I don't know. I really watch yourself being on Binance. They've had a lot of crazy things happen over there. If you had a place orders or orders placed, you could have. Interesting. Well, I guess it's a safe thing to have, like an order. I'd like to put in a bid for 8,000 Bitcoin, please. You know, and all of a sudden, one day you wake up, you bought one Bitcoin for $8,000, and then 5 minutes later, it's back up to 64,000 or something insane like that. Wow. Carter got some BTC from price drop, but yeah, I saw that he did had his buy order and everything, but did he actually get it at the 8,000, or was it something like, was it like, you know, like dip when people were selling? Was it like 60 or something? Like he got it in at a dip, but did he get it actually at the bug crash? What is the best pool to mine RTM if you are a small CPU miner with an average of 2.81 kilohash? Well, anyone in North America, I'd highly recommend point you guys at our pool. Use our pool, the 011 data RTM pool. That's right here. Boom. Use this bad boy. Remember, this is only for North America. It's the pool I use. A lot of people in Discord use. Use this. That's our pool. You want to mine Raptorium? Join up on that bad boy right there. But if you are like overseas or something, then I'd recommend some other pools. I guess Flock Pool would be a better one. I highly recommend people to stay away from our plant. There's some sketchy stuff going on there. Again, I cannot confirm or deny what is happening, but it does seem like hash rates are not what they're supposed to be over there, or at least you're not getting what you should be getting. So just be really careful and mindful of that. I never use Binance. I have no problems with payouts on the 011 pool, but are the stats reporting way off for anyone else? What do you mean? How are your stats reporting there? Avon E, what are your stats saying? Let me know. I'm from South Africa. Flock Pool has 3 or 4 different pools. They may be a decent option for that. To clarify, Rabid is saying to join our pool, not our pool. Yes, I'm not saying go to our pool, as in our pool, the pool. I'm saying go to 011 data RTM pool, which is our community pool, not the our pool. Matt, you're right. Thanks for using that. You've been using our plant? Tech man, what's wrong with you? Yeah, I don't know. There's some fishy stuff there. When I first started mining Raptorium for the first month and a half or something, I was on our plant 100%. But in that whole month, I could not get over 2.64 as an average hash rate or something. Something insane was going on. Couldn't get above it. As soon as I tried any other pool, bam, I was at like 3 kilohash average, 2.8 to 3.4 averaging all the time, no matter what. I went to a pool, boom, that's what I was at. But our plant, I couldn't do it. So then, you know, our mod came up. He said he'd start his own pool for us. So I said, okay, do it. That way we know we're not getting ripped off by our mod. So that's where the whole 011 data RTM pool came in. That's my mod runs that pool. And so we're mining to that and haven't had any issues. Then I actually, last week, I was mining. I was getting a nice average of how many coins I was getting per day. And then I went to our plant for 24 hours, let everything mature, came back. And we made more in our pool than our plant actually made for us for 24 hours with all our rigs. So it was pretty interesting to see how that massive pool paid out less coins than what our pool was. And, you know, we weren't hitting that blocks as often then. We are starting to pick up on the blocks now as well. But keep in mind how the size of the mining pool matters. If you have a large, massive mining pool and you're hitting blocks all the time, you're getting a really small percentage of each block. But if you're on a smaller mining pool, hitting blocks not so often, you're getting a bigger percentage of that block. Plus then whatever's going on in the background, if they're ripping you off or not, again, all alleged, then it'll determine how many coins you actually get out in the forefront to your actual wallet. So, but I did find out our pool is more profitable. I got to get that video together for you guys, but it's 100% legit. I was making more on our pool than on our plans. Not our pool again. 011 data pool. I gotta figure out my transition on it. 011 data pool right here. This pool. This is the pool we use. I can't say our pool anymore because then that's like self-promotion to them. Not working. Geo is nicer with our plant. Our pool is paying me out more. They don't update as often. I was probably accidentally DOSing them. Mind your minimum payment is 500 until the pool is set payout service. Yes, Tech Man. Depending on your hash rate, 011 data pool, the minimum payment is 500 RTM, and it pays out every 5 minutes. So it pays out really fast once you hit that 500 minimum balance. But so keep in mind, you may take, depending on how many you have, it could take a day, it could take 2 days, it could take 3 days to get up to that 500 RTM to get your actual payout. LG in the Deadpool when you expand to UK. Lucas Z-Pack, yeah, for sure. Originally we had no expansion, but I did see that my mod did say, depending how the merge and swap goes over, he may actually consider branching out the pools to other locations. So I found that quite interesting. I honestly did not think that would happen because he is doing it by himself. He's paying for it all by himself. And, you know, everything is all by himself. So I was only expecting, you know, the nice single North American pool. So if he does end up branching out, that's great. I highly encourage it, but I didn't even think it would be an option, honestly. But I guess he says it may potentially be an option. So that's good to hear. Flock pool took your seller on. The pool. So what's going on? Do you guys have any questions for me? Anything at all? Let me know. Ask me. Ask away. Let me actually check on what my actual hash rates. See what I'm reporting here. Go into here. Bam. Full screen. Oh, we need to get dark mode all fixed up here though. We are coming up to 1 month on the pool here soon. So workstation obviously is actually, I can just swap this over to here. You can see, there you go. You can see my hash rates I got going on right now. So rig 2 is averaging 2.86 right now, 2.8. Rig 7 is 3.67. Rig 4 is 2.91, 2.87, 2.93. Looks like we're all a little bit below the 3 mark now. And our workstation is only hashing 160 hashes because it has been down live streaming. So it's still ticking down based on its PPLNS log that it has in there. So technically it's still mining and getting rewards based on the log, but it's not very high anymore. Boom. Oh no, I don't want full screen. Back to here, back to here, back to there. Just station. There we go. ETH going back up to 3K. Whoop. What's your overclocks? 5950X? My 5950, well, we can look at it right here. Do you guys see this? I run the same overclocks on everything, honestly. The 3900X, the 3950X, as well as the, what's it called? Let's take my draw here. There, you guys see that a little better. So the 3900X, 3950X, and 5950X, I all run at 3.6 gigahertz at 1 volt. So if I go to profile here, I click on manual and Ryzen Master, here you can see all my overclocks. And you can see it's all at 3.6 right across the board, and I'm sitting at 1 volt. Maybe I gotta zoom that in for you guys. Let me check this out. Bam. All right, you guys see that a little bit better. So obviously I'm in auto mode right now, so this aren't my overclock settings, but when I do mine, I just hit the manual switch. You can see 3.6 at 1 volt right here. That is what I'm running, and you can see my RAM time is actually down here, 1200 out of 1:1. So this is total of 2400 megahertz. I am not running XMP profiler. This would be 3200, which would have been 16 and 16. I am only running out of 12 to 12 because I do find it more efficiently, which you probably saw in my past videos on it, that running XMP profile, even though it increases your hash rate, it increases your power consumption even more to make it less efficient than not running it per hash to watt ratio type of a deal there. So yeah, let's keep that in mind. Boom, boom, back up. There. But I find I run the same settings on everything. Now I could probably get the 3900X's down to about 0.95 of a volt, which would be pretty great. I did have one rig that was unstable at that voltage and needed a little bit more. Probably 0.97 would be okay across them all. But I did just throw them all at 1 volt now. I plan on possibly doing even more tweaking in the future to bring that power down even some more, but that's for a whole different week or something altogether. My whole setup is your rig 7. My rig 7, that is the one that's on the test bench. That is the 3950X. And I have been noticing the 3950X is outperforming the 5950X, which is also what the MineRaptorium calculator says it does. So it is interesting that the 3000 series is outperforming the 5000 series, when technically the 5000 should be better, just the way they stack their chips and everything together. So I just find it weird that the 3000 series does seem a bit better. Again, it's not 100% legit test because I do have the 5950X is in my workstation, so it is on all the time. Sometimes it's off. Sometimes, you know, I'm making videos, or I'm editing, or I'm playing a game, or, you know, I'm live streaming like right now, or it's mining and I'm still doing stuff in the background, which would drop it as well. So it's not really a 100% side-by-side test. Only the closest I can get to is possibly the overnight test to see the actual hash rate comparison. But I don't know, depending if I can find a really cheap one, maybe a 5900X or something at a cheap price, then I could put one on a dedicated rig and do a side-by-side with a 3900X. But again, I don't really, I gotta find them really cheap because I don't pay MSRP. I highly recommend 30 to 40% below MSRP prices before even purchasing a CPU for mining, because you can get them at those prices. You just gotta hold out and wait. Do not recommend going out. A lot of people have, but I don't recommend going out buying 10 rigs, 5 rigs, 6 rigs, whatever at MSRP just to, you know, get your rigs up and running. I highly encourage you to look for the used market deals. And that's all I do. I slowly build up over the past year and a half of just looking for used products that are really cheap. And then eventually they just do add up. Patience is key. Yes. Threadripper time. Every time I look for stuff, I always look for a Threadripper because I really want to try one so bad. I just cannot afford them at all. The 3990X, I can only imagine what that 64 core 128 thread beast could do, but I just can't do it. Nope. Costs way too much money. I know you sent me the link. That was for the 27 something. That's pretty good, but that's also USD price, so I have to convert that to Canadian. Then I'm also going to have shipping import fees on top of that, so it still might not be worth ordering that one from being from Canada. The miner not yet optimized for 5000. That could be very true, Chancoin, for sure. They say it is optimized for them. It does have the Zen 3 miner and everything built into it, but it just may not be fully tweaked for that actual processor. And pretty soon we have the 6000 processors that may be coming out. If you are unaware about them, they're going to have more supposedly 15% more L3 cache, which we won't really notice mining wise unless you're on certain coins. Example, I think Haven will notice this. Oh, you'll get a big boost on 3900Xs and 3950X as well as the 5000 series counterparts. Now, why do I say that? That is because, Raptorium uses 2 megabytes per thread. So the maximize you can get up to based on 3950X is the 32 threads. If you're mining Haven, which is what, XHV or something like that, I believe it is. If you're mining Haven, which is the most profitable that you usually mine when you're on Monero Ocean and get paid out in XMR, it uses 5 megabytes of cache per thread. So that means you're only maximizing out at 16 threads. So you could be on a Ryzen 7 3700X 8 core 16 thread running 16 threads. You could be on a 3900X. You're still only using 16 threads, and a 3950X, you're still only using 16 threads. So increasing the amount of cache on those actual CPUs, you could be up to, well, what would that, depending on 15%, you could be getting an extra 4 to 6 threads possibly on that, making the 3900X possibly using 20 threads, and same with the 3950X using 20 threads. So keep that in mind. Certain coins will get a boost from it, but other coins will not. It all depends how each coin does utilize it. You probably will not see a boost or a gain on Raptorium per se, but like again, Haven will see a decent boost from it. Building up is the same as DCA investing, dollar cost average. Yeah, for sure. You're always, you find a nice one, you buy another rig, you get another rig. Everything slowly starts stacking up. All I started with was nice hash and my gaming PC, like a couple years ago. That's all it was. I was like, you know what? I should try mining crypto. And then I watched like some Red Panda mining videos and some other things. And I just went constantly, did a whole bunch of research, figure out what's going on, how this is all working, blah, blah, And then I slowly built up from there. But originally, everything started out of my single gaming PC, which is why I like to encourage gamers to start mining. Like, why would you not mine with your gaming PC when you're not in use? It took me 1 year before I finally got my second CPU of CPU mining, XMR, because it finally ROI'd itself. So instead of wait until it actually ROI'd itself and made money, I took that ROI based on that and I swapped my XMR straight over. And that's how I got my second CPU mining rig. And it just keeps building up and you end up paying for them faster and faster and faster as you have more. So that's just what I did. And I don't overspend. I always look for deals. I never pay scalpers anything. So just keep that all in mind when you're building up. Take it in time, do it nice and slow, have fun with it. You want more power tool and red BIOS editor, but be careful, you can break a card. More power tool gives you more slider, motherboard BIOS. Okay, we are talking about AMD cards there, obviously. When buying AMD cards, I highly recommend. Things are a little different when it comes to NVIDIA and AMD cards. AMD cards, vendors matter more than NVIDIA cards. You're mining Ethereum, well, not sure. You got like certain cards overheat their memory with NVIDIA with the GDDR. Oh. Sorry, I had like a hiccup stuck in my throat with the GDR6X memory there. But AMD cards, like look, you got your MSI mechs. When it came with the 5700 XT, the mech is a horrible card. It overheated. The heatsink wasn't that great. I don't know if it wasn't connected all the way or just the paste they used was horrible, but the mech was bad. And AMD cards, I highly recommend getting the cards that have dual BIOSes. So that is your Sapphire cards, your Pulse, your Nitro, your XFX cards, I believe your Red Devil cards as well, all dual BIOSes because they allow you to actually, do stuff with the BIOS. So if you ever brick your card, it's simply an easy fix. You simply just turn your system off, flip the switch, go right back into your normal BIOS, load it back up and flash it back onto the other one. It's that easy. It's quick fix. Now you can get away with a single BIOS and not doing that, but it is a headache and a lot more pain and a workaround and involves another GPU. And whenever I get AMD cards, I always try to get the ones with dual BIOSes. That way, you want to play around with it. You want to try to do something. You want to try and get more hash or whatever out of it. It's just that much easier and you have more play and time with it when you have a dual BIOS switch. You don't have to worry about bricking it because you can fix it very, very fast and easy. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on the AMD stuff. FPGA miners, I have no idea. I have not really used an FPGA. Crypto Mikkel, he does a lot of FPGA stuff, so I'd say check out his channel. I have never had an FPGA before, so I'm not really sure how they work. You program them, you can change the RAMs or whatever on them. It's like a programmable GPU, I guess. I don't really know how they really work, so yeah, I don't know. But RTM, yes, RTM is working on a GPU miner, but I don't really know how good it's going to be. The algorithm supports CPUs more efficiently. Like look at XMR. You can mine XMR with a GPU still, but your hash rate is horrible. So the same thing may apply when they make that GPU miner for RTM. I think CPUs are supposed to still be more efficient than the GPUs that will be able to mine it. But again, we don't know until it actually works. Quick one, does the Team Black Miner really work or not? Rui Silva, we don't know. I have to test it out, but we were looking just at, there's a lot of red flags in there. It's really, really sketchy miner. It's saying it does. They're also saying that having more stale shares is giving you more profit. So someone saying that right now is already lying to you. So I would say stay away from it. There's a lot of red flags going on with that miner right now. Definitely needs some testing to actually see how it does. But I wouldn't recommend the miner at this time. But then again, don't go out there and say, oh, Rabid said this, don't use that, blah, blah. Do your own research. I could be 100% wrong. I do still have to test it and everything, but there's just a lot of red flags making a dedicated miner to Ethereum this late in the game when they say they have devs for how long. and stealing names on top of that. So there's just so many red flags involved with that miner that I really don't recommend to use it. I hear an RTX 2070 hash is good for 42 mega hash on Ethereum. 2070? What are they at? I've never had a 2070. Where's what to mine? Let's check that out right now. What to mine? What to mine? 2070. Where are you? Let me just make this big screen here. Full screen. All right. I guess I'll go to my draw one. There we go. 2070. Are you on here? There you are. It says 40 mega hash here, so you could probably bump it. Usually, what the mine's pretty close, so 45 seems optimal. I don't know about the power. 140 watts seems fairly high, but again, who knows? Very, very interesting stuff. But yeah, it looks like what the mine is saying 40 mega hash for the 2070, so 45 would be very viable for sure. Best kept secret. I don't know. I see a lot of coins. 2000 series GPUs are okay, but you got to keep in mind, why is the 3000 series so good? That's because they're efficient. They're 40 mega hash at 140 watts. Not very efficient. Look at 3060 Ti. You're doing 62 mega hash at 130 to 136 watts. 20 more mega hash for less power. So keep that in mind. I'm not saying the 2000 series is bad. I'm just saying when I build rigs and I look at stuff, I look for the most efficiency. And what efficiency means is you can get more mega hash for the same amount of power. I try saying this throughout lots of my videos, lots of my other things here. And when I did do that one video on testing mega hash to whatever, so 240 volt 30 amp breaker on with 3080s, you know, because a lot of people, they like the, you know, the higher hash power cards over that, but I'm talking when I run everything, I run as efficient. So 3080s on 240 volt 30 amp breaker, you can get about 2 gigahash worth of cards, GPUs, for the 5700 watts, right? Now, if you were to fill that up with 3060 Ti's only instead of 3080s, you'd be getting 2.4 to 2.5 gigahash for the same amount of power. That's what I'm talking about. Long term, slowly building. Look for efficiency. Yeah, the 2000 series of 2070 is good. I would not recommend that card myself, especially with today's market when you have way better cards out there. It's all about efficiency again. But if you're running solar power, or you don't care about power, or you're rich, then you can get whatever card you want. But I'm not in the same boat as all those people. So I always just try to get the most efficient cards as possible. Try to run and get the most amount of mega hash for the least amount of power. That way it keeps my power bill down. And if you don't get that mentality now, when Ethereum does move to proof of stake, you're going to go bankrupt, because we're going to be losing money on power, especially coming up in the Ravencoin. I did the initial test. You're going to be losing probably 8 cents to $1 per day mining Ravencoin in the first day that happens, depending where everyone's hash rate moves. The first few weeks, first month, when that happens, it's going to be insane. And there's going to be a lot of people not knowing what's going on, looking at certain numbers and saying, hey, you know what, I got to sell my rigs. Obviously, that's going to result in lower difficulties and, you know, profits kind of coming up and whatnot. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to be a couple week, possibly a couple month, possibly even a year process before people start realizing, okay, I got to sell, or okay, I got to switch my GPUs out, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. It's going to be a process till we finally see the leveled out numbers that, you know, some people are showing you. But the initial impact is going to be bad. So just keep that in mind. It is all about efficiency, unless you got free power, and depending where you live. Anyway, so hope that answered somebody's question out there, but that's just what I do. You know, I'm limited on funds, I'm limited on everything. I need to get the most amount of mega hash for the least amount of power, and efficiency, hash to watt ratio is what you should be looking for. Not looking for mega hash, not looking for power consumption. It should be a hash to watt ratio for long-term mining. Okay, I'm selling Raven hashes on Metadata at 15% market price and making more than Ethereum daily mining profitability. Thrift store hacker, nice. What is that? Mining rig rentals. Oh, really? That's sweet. That's a good deal. Nice. That's going good. Yeah, rentals. That's another thing you can look into. Rentals. Now, if you are unsure how rentals work, NiceHash is kind of one, but they're a third-party one, and they take a cut of everything, so you're not really getting what you should. But people pay to rent your hash power for potential future gain. So they may be paying you more now, because they're expecting the coin they want you mining to go up more. So they're thinking long term of, you know, getting that now. So you could be making more money right now for mining than you could be that way. Everyone runs their mining different. Everyone runs it totally different. Like, you have different mining strategies right across the board. And it's great to hear how everybody does do their different things. I got rid of my Best Buy drop 3080 Ti because it's bad efficiency. You're right. I knew when I got home it was a mistake. Yeah, I don't recommend any of the Ti cards, any of the LHR cards, honestly. 3080 Ti's, it's just a step down from a 3090 at like almost the same price, a little less. Fully LHR, your hash rates are going to be horrible and the power is through the roof. It's not worth it. I know, you know, you got all the big richer guys out there. They're buying up all these cards. They're saying, oh, LHR this, 100% LHR. I don't recommend using any LHR unlocker unless it's 100% because it's just not worth the power having reduced hash rate on something, especially when all the coins are so close in value right now. Ethereum's not leaps and bounds above everything in profitability anymore. Everything is close. So if you're buying something hoping because it's 75%, you know, limited, you're wasting too much power. Yes, a lot of people are expecting Ethereum to just moon and go through the roof, but what happens if it doesn't? What happens if something else takes over? What happens if whatever, right? You know, it's a big thing, ETH1 2.0, but what if it doesn't work out the way everyone thinks it's going to work out? There's always that possibility. So keep everything back in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. I just try to go cheap as possible, best efficiencies as possible, and that's why I don't have all these LHR cards to test for you guys. Sorry, I wish I did. I probably should go up and probably just get one for everything, but I just can't afford it, and I just don't think it's worth to mine with them, in my opinion, right now. Especially with people are starting to see LHR getting hit on Ravencoin as well. That's kind of insane. I never thought that would actually happen, but turns out it actually is. Oh, 5700 XT, I still love those cards. Those are probably those are amazing cards. Awesome cards. At 90 watts at 52 mega hash without bias mod. Nice. I think I got my 5700 XTs there. What are they at? 56.5 mega hash at about 130 watts. So I probably could tweak them a little bit better, actually. I've also got two RX 5600 XT today, second hand, pretty cheap. Nice. Those are around 42, 43 mega hash. Decent power. I can't remember what the power on that unit was. 110 or something. Doing up to 8-hour rentals on mining rig rentals will allow you to mine a little coin between rentals. Oh, good call, thrift store hacker. That's a very nice perspective. You know, that's a nice way you're pulling that out there. Great deal for sure. Yeah, around 110 with absolute core clock. 27 super is 45 mega hash at 86 watts. Is that 86 watts software? You gotta keep in mind, software numbers are not the wall numbers. Let me see here. Like my 3060 Ti, it's 119 watts in the software. At the wall, it is 136 watts. So I don't ever try to go by any type of wall. I highly recommend actually throwing. But if that thing is pulling 86 watts at the wall, that is pretty good efficiency. I'm gonna look at that right now. 45 by 86 is, let's see here, 45 mega hash divided by 86 watts. That's that can't be right. That's 0.52 efficiency. That's like better than the 6600 XT. So I do not think you're getting that on the 2070. I could be wrong, but unless I just did the numbers wrong, I don't know. But that's like ASIC performance efficiency. I definitely hook that up to a watt meter and see what it's actually pulling. I don't think it's 86 watts in that 2070 Super, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong because I do not have a 2070 to try out or anything. No, that's in the software for sure. Yeah, for sure it's software. So I'm thinking that's probably 100. Well, what does What the Mine say? It said 140. What the Mine is usually pretty close to that. You might be able to maybe 135, might be 145. What the Mine is saying 140 watts for that card. So I'm thinking it's plus minus 5 to 10 watts of whatever What the Mine is saying. Oh, I just moved my screen around, not even noticing that's there. Depends on the card. Count 20 to 30% more. My 5700 XTs, they're only saying 65 watts in the software, but they're doing 130 watts at the wall. So AMD software is way off. I think their newer cards are actually closer, but they're not on par of what they actually previously were. NVIDIA is a lot closer, but again, they are still not correct of what they should be. They are about 10 to 20 watts difference in comparison there. Yeah, AMD cards are way out of whack, so definitely do not judge power software based on AMD cards for sure. They are way out to lunch. Okay, do we have any questions, guys? Any super chats? Any join functions? Anything going on? Subscribe buttons, you know, all that good stuff that follows with the videos. We've been, how long have we been going? Wow, we've been going on for a while. Yes, PSU efficiency definitely matters. I recently just picked up a bronze PSU with those EVGA BRs. It was only like 25 bucks or something. So I want to try to find a platinum PSU because they are, you know, they're expensive though. But I want to try to find a platinum one. Then, you know, I want to do, when I do GPU tests and whatnot, I want to go through the power supply efficiencies and see how much of a difference they are making on the GPUs when it comes to at the wall power. So that's another thing I plan on doing throughout my GPUs in the future here once I actually find a platinum PSU. But oh my gosh, they're expensive everywhere. But the thing I plan on doing, testing leveled PSUs. I got some other things. I should have everything for setting up those 6 3900X rigs on a server power supply very soon. So that should hopefully be here this week. I'm hoping for it, but I don't know if it's a thing. I'm supposed to be getting a fancy little gift in from Octominer as well. I don't quite know what it is yet, but we'll find out when it gets here. So you guys tell me what they might have. See, I don't know. They're sending me something, so we're going to see what happens when that shows up. I'm not sure where it is on the shipping. I believe they sent it out on like Friday, so probably be another week and a half or so. But yeah, Octominer is sending us something to, you know, kind of showcase and see what it looks like. Corsair HX 1000 Platinum tend to be good value. I got a RM 1000X sitting on my 3950X test bench rig right now, so it's kind of overkill. Seeing I'm only maximizing 130 watts or something. Can you do a comparison vid on card efficiency? What do you mean? What kind of Midwest Miner, what kind of comparison do you mean on video card efficiency? Like what I just kind of broke down on, if you have this many cards of this card and this many of that cards, how many actual megahash you'll fit on a network, that type of thing? Or do you mean like power supply things? Or let me know what kind of comparison you are referring to, Midwest. What do you think the mine after ETH 2.0? Well, that's going to be very hard. I'm going to do another dedicated video on this, but let's just have a quick look at this because these numbers blow my mind. Now, Seb Fintech did release that video, but all his numbers are on an estimated base where after everything levels out. And I don't think anything is going to level out for quite some time. And a lot of people are going to be selling rigs. It's going to happen because these numbers are going to be insane. Let me just try it. There we go. Let me just show you something right now. Let's just take, what should we take here? 3080s. Where's the 3080s? 3080s, where are you? Oh, I'm still not used to this. Okay, let's take a 6x 3080 rig. We're going to calculate it. Okay, so it looks like, oh, my screen's not up to par for you guys. Hold on, I need to change this up so you guys can see things. Oh, now it's too small. So this is the part that a lot of people are not telling you guys. And I've been trying to tell people this. This is why I think CPU mining may be very good, because GPUs are going to get hit very hard at first. Now, so let's look at the profits right now. Right now it's 27. Oh, actually Ethereum is pretty high above everything right now. Well, let's take Ravencoin for example. $23.18. Today's market prices, everything. I'm going to click on that. We're going to go up here. Now remember, you guys remember what is happening in January? Ravencoin is having a halving, right? Correcto mundo. So we're already down to 2,500 of a block reward come January. So right now, 630.80s are making $23.18. Let's calculate that at the halving. You're now making $9.79 on Ravencoin come January before any merge or anything. This is what you're making unless the price sees a huge increase in price, right? All right. So now we're going to take a look at the difficulty. Now this is where things get kind of tricky when it comes to calculating. So we're going with a 50% here. I need the calculator. Hold on one sec, guys. So calculator. Let's just have a quick peek. Oh, you guys can't even see it now. Okay, I'm going to need a different screen for the calculator screen. There we go. So this is the calculator screen. All right. So we had what? 775 terahash is on the Ethereum network. Now we're going to go divide that by 2 to make 50% for GPUs. So we have 387.5 terahash on the Ethereum network, right? So now we got to divide that. Now we got to think. Now if you were to move this into Ergo, you'd almost double it, but because the mega hash is about half of that, so we got to divide this by another 50%. We're going to divide that by, oh no, divide it by 2. I'm almost messed this whole thing up. So we're going to divide that by another 2 just to get 50% of the hash rate. So we have 193 terahash now on the actual, or mega hash, terahash on the network that could be hitting Ethereum. So 193. Where is my ordeal here? So what is the current hash rate on, here, blah, blah, blah. Where is our hash rate on, I got to go to it again now. We got to find our hash rate. How much hash rate's on Ethereum or Ravencoin? I mean, Ravencoin. I'm not prepared to do this whatsoever, as you guys can tell. So Ravencoin has a total hash rate of 7.65 terahash. So it's 7.65 terahash on Ravencoin right now. I gotta move this all around so you guys can see it. Sorry. Why is my screen all messed up? All right. Oh my gosh, I'm butchering this. Okay, so here you can see Ravencoin. We're sitting at 765 terahash. So we're going to divide that by how much is here. So divide that by 7.65. So we have an expected 25.3 times the hash rate is expected to come off Ethereum at 50% being ASICs, and then 50% of calculation of that hash rate, like 3060 Ti, you know, it's like 30 mega hash, 29.9, 30 mega hash on Ravencoin, but it's 62 mega hash on Ethereum. So again, we divide that by 2 because it's about half the hash rate on Kapow. So here we have 25 times the hash rate coming in off Ethereum. Now, every coin is not going to get hit the same. Everyone's going to look at first. Everyone's going to look at what to mine. They're going to be like, okay, this one is more popular. We're going to that one. So we're just going to base this off 5%. A 5 times increase. We're going to go a 5 times increase instead of a 26 times is what we actually see it. So here we have, I'm going to go to my phone here, 107,567, 107,567.022. Now we're going to times that by 5. And here we have, here's our new difficulty with only 5 times the hash rate. So this is 537,835.11. So here's the Ravencoin hash rate with a 5 times increase. And remember, there's like 23 times the hash rate that could come in. At 5 times the hash rate, we're negative 92 cents. Look at this. We're now negative 92 cents on 63080 rig. We're mining an estimated of 22 Ravencoin per day with 63080s. Now let's say the price jumps up to $1 per Ravencoin. That's a nice big jump. Well, then you're now making $22 per day, but that is a massive increase. And this is only 5 times the hash rate increase that is coming in to the actual market. If the full-fledged thing hits there, like say we went 26 times, like, oh, that's insane. So that's another 5. We'll probably be negative $4 a day on this rig, mining maybe 5 coins per day with 63080s. That's insane. But remember, this is going to be at first. This is kind of how I think things will play out. So we're going to go full screen here. I'm going to go back into what to mine on the main screen here. So this is what things will kind of look like at first. Get all my screens going together. So people are going to come in here. Ethereum is gone, right? Gone. No more Ethereum. You can't mine it. So people can go, oh, look at this. This one's more profitable. I'm going to mine that. So a whole bunch of people are going to do that. They're going to jump to this coin. Then they'll be like, oh, this coin just tanked because the difficulty went up. They're going to move to the next coin. And then the next coin, and then the next coin. And other people might just try down here because they expect people to go up here already. So people are going to start flooding around, going to here. But the majority of the people are going to start following the top-notch coins. Other people may just move the NiceHash and say, okay, enough of all this. In crypto winters, a lot of people did move the NiceHash because it would auto swap all around based on everything. You wouldn't have to do anything really. But that would be bad for a blockchain because then someone could potentially attack a network based off nice hash. So you got to watch out for that too if you want to be a part of a potential attack on a network. But yeah, so people are gonna be playing around. So it's gonna be a couple weeks of probably people bouncing around like crazy. Probably a month later, people realize, okay, I'm not really making much profits here. Again, it depends on the crypto market. Is it going up? Is it going down? Is it staying still? We have no idea how prices are gonna play out, but this is how things are looking so far. So a month goes by, people are starting to sell rigs. So there's less hash rate across the total network of all the crypto. And then, you know, people are still kind of bouncing around. They don't check it as often. They're like, okay, I'm going to mine Raven for a while. I'm going to mine this. And then probably 2 to 3 months, a lot of people have sold out and the hash rate slowly finds out where it's going to go. So the first few months is going to be crazy, no profits or very, very little profits at all. And you're going to be losing money on power. No matter where you go, coins are going to be hit. People are going to be bouncing all over the place. And it is going to take a little while. That's when you start seeing the used market. Initially, when people start selling, they're going to be getting the high prices for that gear because we're still in the scalper market. But eventually, as they see more and more of these GPUs and stuff coming online and less people buying, prices will slowly start to decrease on the used market because there's so much coming in. And because of that, the hash rate is coming down as well. So before we look into the numbers that it's still going to be profitable to actually mine on a GPU, those numbers, I'm thinking like based on Seb's video and stuff, which is accurate, but that's still saying 66% is ASIC, which I think is too much, but we don't know. But that's probably 3 or 4 months down the road, depending how crypto prices are doing. The first 3 months is really going to matter if you're going to stay in the crypto game or not. And I think a lot of people are going to be selling because it is going to be unprofitable to be mining with those GPUs at first. And this is why I started mining with CPUs. All this hash rate coming in from Ethereum is not going to affect CPUs whatsoever. It's a totally different thing altogether. And yeah, so I just wanted to throw, that's kind of my 2 cents there. I still got to work on the actual video. I plan on doing like a spreadsheet and Google Doc on that and kind of what I just explained to you, but in more depth and going through all the different difficulty increases across more coins instead of just Raven coin. But that's how it's going to play out. So we looked at that. Possibly 23 times is coming in to Raven coin. If everyone went to Raven coin, it's 23 times. We only looked at a 5 times difficulty increase. Ergo is a totally different example. You would times 2 that. So instead of dividing by 2 on that hash rate, we would times it by 2 and divide by this. So Ergo could see potentially 40 times the increase of hash rate coming into it. So every algo does perform differently, but in the end, these coins are going to be swept with a massive amount of hash rate that none of them are going to be able to withhold and keep up with. So that's my 2 cents on the whole Ethereum 2.0 thing and a quick miner video explanation stream thing. What do you guys think about it? Am I even close to possibly being right or no? I gotta go back here and see what's going on in all the chat here because you guys are saying a whole bunch of stuff. I saw the chat moving, but I don't know what you guys said. Oh, Xavier, you sent a message on Discord. Sweet, thank you for that. I will check it out for being the giveaway winner there. 33 man focusing on 3060 Ti, 3070s, and 6600 XT. Same efficiency as non-LHR 3060. Nice. Around 110. I think it can be clocked better for efficiency. High West lies. Okay, we went through all this stuff. Hello from Stony Plain, Canada. Stony Plain. That's like an hour from me. Not even. Dig Dug. That's out by Edmonton, isn't it? Somewhere around there. I think a lot of people just going to switch to NiceHash and let them figure it out until things level. That's a very good possibility. NiceHash, I think a lot of people probably will hit NiceHash, and that could be bad for a bunch of coins. Comparison on kilohash per watt and numbers of cards on a PSU is what I meant. Okay, I gotcha. I'll try to get some type of info and video together for you, Midwest Miner. I'm thinking of buying an L3 Plus, but scared is a good investment. I really want to get into mining. Well, Dig Dug, I'm still debating on turning the Antminer L3 Plus off because, well, we can go back in numbers here. It is making what, $7 a day now that I switched pools recently, but it is taking 660 watts of power. Now, 2 3070 GPUs is making the same amount, maybe even more, for 220 watts, so a quarter of the power, or almost about 35% of the power of the Antminer. So efficiency wise, it's not that profitable. But again, if you like the script algorithm coins, if you like Litecoin, it is the only way to mine those coins. So that's another way to look at things as well. So I don't know if I'd recommend it. Plus they're fairly expensive right now. I don't know what they're going for, anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 possibly. Last year or 2 years ago, people were buying L3 pluses for $200. So everything is super inflated right now. So you got to be really careful. Again, power price, if you're paying cheap power, you got solar, it won't really matter as much. You're looking at over 10K for a decent ASIC. You're looking at more than 10K now. Like, what's the L7? Canadian wise, it's like 26,000, 25,000, 20,000. The S10, 110, 120 terahash Bitcoin miners are like 15 to 20,000. Oh, everything. The newer miners they're crazy expensive because the market is in such a high uproar right now. Just got to start with one rig and build from there. Take your time for sure. For Parallelminer setup for H110 Pro, in your video you mentioned plugging in Molex to the saddle plug that has a 5-volt wire if it doesn't get detected in BIOS. Any reason not to just do that from the get-go? You could totally do that from the get-go. It's just that cable management and stuff, some of them just don't need it, so you won't really need to hook it up that way. But if you want it right from the start with that cable on that H110 motherboard, you definitely can just do it right from the get-go. That way you don't have to worry about anything faulting right from the start. My local micro center had an unannounced refurbished drop this week. I got a 3080 Ti for 1,050. Decent. I think that's decent. That's micro center's USD, so I don't really know the USD conversions to Canadian, but it sounds like it's a decent deal. That's the best compromise for me, sadly. No problem. Yep. Yes, it is. L3 Plus is a power hog. Yeah, and I even got that thing down from 800 to 660 watts, and I still think it's not as efficient as, you know, GPU mining or even CPU mining for that matter. Yeah, it will be the best time to build GPUs. Yeah, for sure. But remember, when I talked about that, it will be the best time to build CPU rigs, but you don't start buying the cards when people first start selling them, because the prices initially are still going to be high. So you got to wait a little while so everyone realizes, oh, there's a bunch of cards coming in. I am not paying that when I could buy that. And you start waiting for people to start dropping their prices. That is when you start picking up massive things. Like my last 580 RX, I got 12 RX 580s. I think 5 of them were 8 gigabyte and the rest were 4 gigabyte. 2 motherboards and 4 power supplies, as well as an Amazon rack. Total cost for everything was like 1,300 Canadian dollars for a 12 card rig. That's how much people sell stuff, because nobody wants stuff in bear markets. So it's definitely a good way to scoop things up, but you do got to wait for those deals to happen, not just when the initial start happening. Just because you start seeing a whole bunch of GPUs on the market doesn't mean go out and buy them, because then you're still paying those scalper fees when 2 weeks from now you could have got 2 or 3 cards for the same price you just bought that one. So do keep that in mind. Any idea what the hash rates on the Ryzen 7 3 compared to Ryzen 9? What do you the 3700 XT with CL16 RAM, I believe, is about an average of 2 kilohash. That's what the little one's PC is doing on RTM right now. It's a 3700X, but I think it could probably average about 2.2 if I had CL14 RAM in that thing. The one who was. I'm gonna wait till the non-LHR are almost non-existent. The prices of non-LHR cards will be crazy, not before too long. That's very true, but at the same time, I guess once Ethereum's gone, LHR won't be as big of a thing as it actually is right now. All my cards are non-LHR. All my cards are 3000 series non-LHR. Nice, nice. I'm saving my nickels. Cowchip has a new miner. Cowchip? Who's Cowchip? Cowchip has a new miner. I got an email from them and they wanted another $200 from me, and I could upgrade, and they're in stock, so I could wait for my original rack, which might not be here until next week. Oh, Cowchip. Cowchip, those guys owe me a bunch of referral money that they have not gave me yet from like February. So I don't know what to talk about them. So I don't get. They told me they weren't even gonna start shipping out miners till November. So I don't know what's going on. Right now I'd recommend not purchasing from Cowchip, because I find that they have not been 100% truthful, especially for me when I was running affiliate through them, and I'm still waiting. I've been waiting for like 5 months, 6 months on them to pay out the affiliates and all that other stuff that they do owe me, and they have not done anything. All they say is, wait till we send out our miners, which should be the beginning of November sometime. Originally they said October, then they said November, and that was about 2 months ago. So still waiting on them to see what they say. Me too, I've still canceled. All right, guys. So this was an exciting stream. Oh my gosh, it's been an hour and 40 minutes. No wonder my throat is killing me. Just want to say thank you for everyone for showing up. We will be live again tomorrow, and again, we're 2 members. We will be going sometime during the week. So if you guys are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't yet. And, you know, I'll catch you guys all in the next one. We'll see you bright and live tomorrow. Rabid out.